Welcome to the backstage of the 33rd Economic Forum in Hartge. We are here in the studio of Warsaw School of Economics and Dziennik Gazeta Prawna. I'm pleased to have with me today Stefan Harge, General Manager of GE Vernova. Today we will discuss the future directions in development of energy sector, the challenges ahead in the coming years, and emerging innovations in energy sources. Mr. Harge, what do you see as the most significant challenges facing the energy sector in the coming years, particularly in terms of renewable energy, with maintaining security also?
Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure.
We are honored.
I would like to answer your question from what we have learned also in the past, in the recent developments, and what we are seeing as a challenge going forward. So what we have seen in the energy transition is that it is of huge importance to have a very well thought through regulative environment which allows the outbuild of renewables, considering what sort of energy system you would like to have one day. When we think about Poland, I think that is going to start now, the discussion, basically, where we are heading to. And when we look into this transition, of course, it's a massive investment which needs to be well thought through. What we have been learning, in particular on the system side, is that the industry, together with customers and partners, need to find common standards. The challenge we're having is that we have many constraints. We are living in a world of constraints, and we see shortages in labor, in supply chain, and this requires a new form of partnership which might not have existed in the past, where we see customers and industries being successful if they think through how to start the developments together from the very beginning. So we as GE Vernova, as we have different pillars of businesses, from let's say gas, steam, nuclear, over to wind, on and offshore to the electrification, we are really here to be a partner and to find out together with everyone who needs to be involved in which direction we should go forward in the particular country.
We are talking about the future. Future is about present innovations. So can you share your perspective on the most promising innovations?
So the answer to that question is at least twofold. On the one side, you see that we have technologies which are proven and can pave the way. These are technologies like wind or solar, or even the small modular reactors in the nuclear sector we are seeing and we're developing. But in particular, if you work with clients and partners very closely, we experience that these teams bring entirely new ideas which have not been there. So for example, we have agreed with one customer on very large-scale offshore applications of a size of 2 gigawatts per offshore system, where we collect the wind across multiple projects. So this forms a new coalition on the market, which we haven't had before. And what our experience is, nobody yet has gone through this transformation. So it's a new challenge where we need to see a lot of innovation, even going forward in this process.
What are the biggest challenges here in Poland? Maybe power grids, we talk a lot about them.
Power grids for sure have one particular job. The Baltic Sea is a source of wind. So it's the opportunity to generate a lot of electricity. More typically, you do not have the consumption where you have the production. And one initiative we see on European level even is to have projects, so-called high voltage DC projects, which we use to evacuate the power from the north to the centers where the power is needed. And we are thinking even a step beyond. We're collaborating and partnering with 4 transmission system operators in Germany, for example, to develop so-called multi-hubs, where we even connect these European DC grids to exchange power across Europe. That is a very economical way of thinking through how to make most use of the assets which are to be built, as well as to make the whole transition viable.
And my last question is about distributed energy storage, because you have also a panel about it. They are gaining attention, and maybe they are a future key component of the grid. How do you foresee its role evolving in the future?
I think that the energy storage is a technology we are still seeing evolving. I believe that everyone there's an understanding of the market that energy storage to a degree is needed. But at the same time, we know that storage is not the cheapest resource. So what we know is the better the transmission system is developed and the more opportunity you have to distribute and manage the power across larger distances, the less you may need storage. So you might have the opportunity to reduce even the cost of storage by optimizing the power system and managing demand and supply through a power system which might not exist in that form today.
It's true. Stefan Harge, the General Manager of GE Vernova in studio SGH DGP. Thank you for your comments.
Thank you very much.